Don't forget the tagline this time. Wait.
From the field. To the studio. To your ears and eyes today.
No
Welcome
pointing?
back, guys. It confuses me. I'm easily confused, Bryson. You know
It's
this.
okay. Yes.
Welcome back. The A16 Hour is back. Me and Bryson again. How are you? How are you today?
Yo, just got home, sat down, finished up notes a little bit. Excited to sit down. We got an exciting topic today, an exciting position group we're going to go over. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Am I cutting out?
I was going to say your bottom is a little every once in a while, but I mean, so far we're good.
Okay. Technical difficulties, but
if anything messes up, I'll let you know. I got you.
Okay. But today, no, I'm good.
There it is.
Today,
a lot of things happen.
We have second baseman.
Yes, sir.
Hitting in our little I don't know what we call it.
Top five
positionals.
That works.
A third episode, second baseman today.
Yes, sir.
Where do we want to start? We got past, current, and future.
I picked first last time, so would you like to do the honors, sir?
Oh gosh.
I know we started young last time.
Let's do current. Let's do it right in the middle.
Right in the middle? Current? Okay. Heard. That works for me.
5. You want me to start?
Yeah, start us off. But real quick, can I go after I say my 5? Can I jump into my 4 right away? It'll make sense. It'll make sense when I say it. Just let it happen, Carter. Just let it happen.
Number 5.
Number 5
for me is Katel Marte. He's got a career 281 batting average with 80 home runs, 331 RBIs, and he's got 1 All-Star appearance. It's kind of surprising to me, but
really,
yeah.
Especially
best guy on his team.
Yeah, exactly. So number 5 for me, I got Trevor Story. He hasn't had a bad season, but kind of disappointing in my opinion. He's hitting 240 with 16 home runs, 63 RBIs. I think playing second base hurts him a little bit because he did make that transition from short to second. But I know Xander's contract is up at the end of this year, so maybe he makes that move back. But for now, top 5, second baseman. And then to move into my number 4, Brendan Rodgers of the Colorado Rockies. He's my sleeper on this list. I think he kind of fills the void where Story left in that lineup. He's hitting 268 right now, 11 homers, 60 RBIs. It's his 4th year in the MLB, so I think he had a lot of pressure coming into this year to produce because he hasn't really had the offensive numbers. But with the Trevor Story leaving Colorado, I think he's answered that call.
Okay.
But Brendan Rodgers, number 4.
My number 4 was Trevor Story.
Okay.
He's got good career numbers, 2 All-Star appearances and 2 Silver Sluggers. Like you mentioned, he moved to second base after this year. No, this year was his first year at second base. So he just Trevor Story. Number 4 for me current.
And you can go to 3. I'm sorry because you led off. Okay, so number 3, I got Marcus Simeon of the Texas Rangers. He hasn't really lived up to the contract signing. I know him and Trevor Story, and I want to say Corey Seager were the big 3 this offseason that got signed. Simeon and Seager to the same team. But he has hit well, I think. He's hitting 242, 21 homers, 67 RBIs, 22 steals, and a .417 slugging percentage. Yes, it's a down step from what he did in Toronto last year, but I don't even think he was expecting to do what he did in Toronto last year, so I think he's hitting well.
Yeah, I mean, my number 3 was also Marcus Simeon.
What? Get your own list, guy.
I'm just copying you. That's why I wanted you to go first, so I could just copy you. I don't actually have any notes. Marcus Simeon, number 3. He's solid career hitter. He got 254 batting average, 181 RBIs, and pushing 600 RBIs, 181 home runs and pushing 600 RBIs. 1 Gold Glove, 1 All-Star, and 1 Silver Slugger. He had a great year in Toronto that year, but he's taking a
Mhm.
down step in that Rangers offense. So
Yeah.
number
Definitely.
three.
So number 2, I have Luis Urias for the Minnesota Twins. I don't know if people consider him a second baseman. I know he played there last year. He's listed as a second, third. He's one of Carter's favorite players because he can
You
play
name it,
almost
he
anywhere.
can play it.
Exactly. You throw it, he can hit it. He's hitting 314 this year, 144 hits, 377 OBP, 45 homers. I think he's a big reason why the Twins are in a race for the AL Central lead. I know that's odd to say because of how weak the AL Central is. But I think he's one of the most consistent hitters in baseball. He's proven that year in and year out now. So I like Luis Urias a lot.
Solid pick at number 2. I like it.
Thank you.
My number 2 is Ozzy Albies.
Oh, I took Ozzy off my list because I didn't think he had played enough games compared to the other guys. But I like that.
I just went off current guys. I didn't go off like this year specifically.
Oh, see, I was going off of like just this year, but it's okay. We'll see episode 3 and we're still not on the same page, but hey, we're getting there.
I don't know.
But Ozzy.
Ozzy Albies, 270 career batting average of 98 home runs and 344 RBIs, 2 All-Star appearances, and 2 Silver Sluggers. He kind of gets lost in the shadow of Ronald Acuna on the Braves.
Most
but people forget that he's a great second baseman. He's a great player. When he's on the field. He's currently hurt right now.
Yes. But he started that rehab assignment.
Started a rehab assignment recently. He's coming back into a divisional race, tight divisional race between the Braves and the Mets.
He'll also be coming back at a peak time for Backwards K to make a championship run in fantasy baseball. Ozzy Albie's sleeper pickup. I think Ozzy slept on a lot. I mean, a switch hitting second baseman that can hit for power. I love Ozzy.
Yeah.
Number 1, I think we both probably have the same number 1. Jose Altuve. I know it probably pains Carter to put this man at 1, but he's hitting 291 this year, 24 homers, 52 RBIs, 15 steals at the age of 32. I know that's not old by any means for baseball, but he's just putting up numbers in every category. He has a 975 fielding percentage, which has only gotten better through his career. So Altuve is doing it offensively, defensively. He's number 1.
Like you said before, it pains me to put him at number 1, but Jose Altuve, he's been a baller ever since he came up into the majors. MVP, Gold Glove, Silver Sluggers, All-Stars. He's got honors left and right, awards all over the place. He'll probably go down as one of the best second basemen ever.
Could he be on the top 5 all time for Carter Webb?
Maybe you'll have to stick around.
We shall see. I love it. All time prospects. What are you feeling?
Let's go prospects.
Prospects. I love that.
Number 5.
Rocky.
I had Tyler Black, 22 years old. He's hit 270 minor league career average. Sorry, it's a mouthful, but 270, 86 hits, 43 RBIs through 90 games. Some of his best contact skills, some of the best contact skills in the Brewers system. He's got the versatility paired with some pop in his bat. Black, 22
I like that.
years old.
Number 5, I got
this time.
Look at this guy.
Are under our limit of 23
Look at this guy for the first time. It only took him to episode 3. So number 5, I got Connor Norby of the Baltimore Orioles. He's hitting 266 this year with 23 homers and 53 RBIs. So he's definitely showing pop. He's hit over 400 his last 2 collegiate years at East Carolina. He's aggressive on the base pass, but he's very smart. So I really like guys that can push the bases, that can get into the minds of not only the catcher, but the pitcher. Only helps you out offensively and your team win games. So Connor Norby of the Baltimore Orioles had to show off the hat, but number 5.
He was my number 4.
Can I make a point real quick? I want you to know I started off notes yesterday and I got through my whole top 5 to realize that I had just done shortstops. So my top 5 shortstops. Yes, I saved. I made sure I saved them. But you don't know how upset I was when I realized that. I was like, oh, I'm watching tape, and I'm like, wait, why is Jordan Lawler taking ground balls from the left side of the infield? What is no? Oh, yep. That makes sense why he was compared to Bobby Witt Jr. Okay. Yep. There's shortstops. But I'm sorry. Number 4, you had Connor Norby at number 4 as well?
Connor Norby as well at number 4.
I like that. So number 4, I have Nick York of the Boston Red Sox. First round pick in 2020. He started the first month of his professional baseball career hitting 195 with a 23% strikeout rating. I'm sorry, cannot speak. But he adjusted, finished the season with a 361 average, 14% walk strikeout rate. So helped out offensively. This year he's hitting 264 with 45 home runs. I think there's a lot to work on, but I think if he was able to adjust that approach at the plate, whatever it might have been, I think that's very solid and very positive.
Yeah, definitely solid player at 20 years old. I also had Nick York at number 3.
Look at this guy. Well,
I'm just copying you. So
I guess because Tyler Black of the Milwaukee Brewers, he was my number 3. Only other thing Carter didn't say, he has 4 triples this year. Great discipline, great bat to ball skills. Drafted 33rd overall. I'm sorry, but yeah, Tyler Black of the Brewers is definitely solid prospect.
My number 2 is Jace Jung.
There it is.
21 years old, Big 12 Conference Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
147 RBIs, 159 hits, 39 home runs, and through with the 328 batting average. Sorry, I can't read my notes. Okay. During his 3 years during his college ball at Texas Tech.
Funny thing, he was playing. So the year prior, his brother was playing third base, Josh Jung. He then gets drafted. He gets drafted to the Texas Rangers. I'm sorry. Plays third base. So they moved Jace to third, and he slots in right after his brother. Didn't work out at third base, moved him to second base, and now top 50 prospect in baseball. Exactly. My number 2 is Tamar Johnson of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Real quick, I want you to be sitting down for this, Carter, because one scout said that this man has the plate discipline of Hall of Famer Wade Boggs and the bat to ball skills of Vladimir Guerrero Sr. 2 Hall of Fame, very talented baseball players. This year, Tamar Johnson came out. He's hitting 255 at bats this year, so definitely a smaller sample size. But he's one of the best prep hitters that baseball has seen up to this point. So a lot of high expectations for the infield duo of Tamar Johnson and Oniel Cruz.
That's going to be so gross.
Dude.
Maybe that's not going to be fair.
Yo, it's going to be wild because but it's funny because Tamar's like, I want to say 5'7", and Oniel Cruz is like, what, 6'9"? Like
Aaron Judge and Jose Altuve on the infield.
But they're going to be turning double plays. Exactly. I love it.
He is so good that I also had him as my number 1. Well, 18 years old. I think that's the only thing he didn't hit.
He wasn't my number 1.
390 batting average, 543 on base percentage, and 983 slugging percentage in high school before he got drafted. He's just an animal. Just to pair with Oniel Cruz as well, it's not fair for the league. I lost your audio.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
There it is. We're back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. My number, I agree. The Oniel Cruz, that's going to be exciting. Jace Jung was my number 1 prospect. Scouts see him as a potential 330 home run hitter. I think the Tigers infield of him, Spencer Torkelson, obviously Riley Green in the outfield, a lot of young, talented players, Javier Baez in the infield as well for the Detroit Tigers, but I got him at number 1.
All right.
Oh, all time.
In the final, our all-time second baseman.
My favorite.
You want to start it? You want me to start it?
Start us off, sir.
Number 5. I had 6, actually. Number 5. I'll
Wow.
keep one as an honorable mention. Number 5, Joe Morgan. 10-time All-Star, 5 Gold Gloves, 2 MVPs, and a Silver Slugger, coming in with a 271 batting average, 2,500 hits, 268 home runs, and just under 1,200 RBIs.
Golly.
Absolute baller.
Go
Second
off.
base, Joe Morgan. Number 5.
Number 5, I got Robinson Cano. Even after batting 150 this year, Cano's still a 301 career hitter, 335 career home runs, 488 slugging. Only had 51 career stolen bases. I thought that was kind of funny. Doesn't really push the base path, but you don't really have to whenever you're hitting like Robinson Cano did with the New York Yankees, Seattle Mariners. He was guaranteed a 300 season, in my opinion, every year. 8-time All-Star, World Series champ, 2-time Gold Glove winner, 5-time Silver Slugger, and a home run derby champion, which, might I add, he then hit 0 home runs the next year in Kauffman Stadium. Still mad at you for not picking Billy Butler, being that home run derby Robinson, but it's okay. You got what you deserve, 0 home runs, and you were booted out the first round. But sorry. Had to get that off my chest. Had to get that off my chest.
Have you been holding that in since 2012?
Since 2012. Since the All-Star game came to Kansas City, I've just remembered that I've been waiting for this moment. Robbie Cano at number 5.
Okay. Number 4, I had a Rod Carew.
Ooh.
Rookie of the Year, 18-time All-Star, MVP with a 328 career batting average, 3,000 hit club, 92 home runs, and 1,000 plus RBIs. Rod Carew, he moved about halfway through his career. He moved to first base, but he would be a better rated second baseman.
I'd agree. Has a second baseman card in MLB The Show, Diamond Dynasty. So we're gonna rock with second base. My number 4, I had Craig Biggio, Houston Astros. One of the MLB had him ranked as like one of the like most hardworking hustlers of the game that the game's ever seen. I watched a YouTube video on it. It was weird, but he gave it everything he had. You could tell he just loved baseball, loved giving it 100% at all times. Career 281 hitter, 1,175 RBIs, a 433 career slugging percentage, 7-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove winner, 5 Silver Sluggers. One thing I did find weird, he never won a ring. Doesn't have a ring. I'm surprised, like him, Jeff Bagwell, that like kind of era, Roy Oswalt. I'm surprised that series the team didn't win a ring, but that's all I got on Craig Biggio, number 4.
I kind of hope Kevin Viggio, his son, and could turn into a little bit of that legacy that his father left. So,
who does Kevin? Does he get a ring?
With Toronto, maybe. Does that make him better than his dad?
Family rivalry? Those are the best.
My number 3, Roberto Alomar. Was also a 12-time All-Star, 10 Gold Gloves, 4 Silver Sluggers with a 300 career batting average, 2,700 hits, 210 home runs, and just above 1,100 career RBIs. It's just solid all around.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3.
I like that. Number 3, guy you already mentioned, Joe Morgan. Only other thing you didn't say about him, his 5 Gold Gloves, he won them back to back years, 5 straight years. Gold Glove winner, Joe Morgan, number 3, second baseman.
Okay. Number 2, and Roger Hornsby.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
2, not 1, but 2 triple crowns, 2 MVPs, 358 career batting average, 2,900 hits, 301 home runs, and almost 1,600 RBIs.
So close.
He is very close with the number 1 on this list. Very close. Yeah, very, very, very close. Roger Hornsby.
I'd agree wholeheartedly. I think you could interchange my 2 and 1 as well. Roger Hornsby ranks number 2 as my second baseman of all time. I really don't enjoy doing players that played in like the 1914 because I just like that era of baseball is so different. I feel like people don't like credit it enough, I don't know. I just don't enjoy that era of baseball very much. But this guy stood out. He hit 400 3 times in his career. Carter mentioned everything about him. The fact that he won 2 triple crowns.
That's just insane.
How? I love it.
We've had one in the last 50 years.
That's wild.
This guy had 2 in his career.
And Miggy's season, the season Miggy had that year was absolutely insane. Something baseball hadn't seen in forever. I mean, obviously, but crazy. You did it, didn't you? You did it, didn't you?
Number 1 overall, Jackie Robinson.
You stole my number 1 at. Oh my gosh, Carter!
Jackie Robinson.
This guy, you.
I'll let you talk about Jackie.
No, you. I'd love to hear what you have.
Rookie of the Year, MVP, 6-time All-Star,
7-time All-Star.
His first MLB. So he was 28, I want to say. 27, 28. 311 batting average with 1,500 hits, 137 home runs, and 734 RBIs. You gotta love Jackie. Jackie changed the game for everybody for years to come and forever. Jackie is one of the most influential players of this game.
I'd agree. I mean, the only thing like you said, Jackie changed baseball. Was he the first African-American to play in the majors? I was going to say, first African-American to play in the major leagues, 200 career stolen bases. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie 42, which I'm sure if you're watching this podcast, hopefully you have, but absolutely amazing movie just to see what he had to go through on a day-to-day basis, how different it was in that era of baseball compared to now. But I mean, if it wasn't for Jackie Robinson, who knows where we'd be in sports, in life, in everything. So Jackie Robinson, most definitely.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. I'd agree.
Quick interruption here.
Who's
Jace Jung's brother, Josh Jung, just got the call up to the major league team for the Rangers.
Look at that.
While we were talking.
We talk about the
Congratulations, boys. Josh.
Shout out Josh Jung. That's exciting.
My honorable mention was Ryan Sandberg.
Ooh, I like that.
9-time Gold Glove winner, MVP, 10-time All-Star, 7 Silver Sluggers, a 285 batting average with just under 2,400 hits, 282 home runs, and just above 1,000 RBIs.
I love it. Ryan Sandberg almost slotted in at number 5 for me, but I had to put Robbie. I love it.
Yeah. It hurt me not putting Robbie on my list.
I was gonna say I was surprised you didn't have Robbie or Jose, which I assumed Jose because I mean they cheated, but it's okay. It's okay, Carter.
But do you have any honorable mentions or anything else you wanted to add, Bryson?
The only thing I had to add was I'm surprised, Carter, you didn't have Whit Merrifield on your top 5 second baseman list.
I tried. I really tried.
I know you did.
Tried to find a case for it.
That one would have been a rough case. I would have enjoyed watching you try to make that case, though. But baseball's slowly coming to the postseason, Carter. Are you getting upset? Are you excited for football?
I'm pumped for the postseason and football starting, so we're going to get two of the most exciting things at the same time. It's just
so, like, September, October is like your bread and butter. Like, that's your time to shine because you got postseason baseball. You got football, like, starting week 3 and 4, so teams are starting to do their stuff. So that's exciting time for Carter Webb. I enjoy that.
Do you have anything else, though, Bryson?
I did not.
Hit us up on the gram, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook. We have a YouTube if you guys didn't know.
Hopefully, they know by watching the video.
If
you made it this far, definitely go check out all the social medias, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Big Cartel / the 816 Hour. Things are slowly picking up speed, chugging along. Spooktober will be here before you know it. Very exciting things to come. Carter, send us home.
We're out. Peace. What did you want?